Jan Brewer is the governor of Arizona. She's, of course, involved in a re-election campaign. She's doing well in the polls, but is otherwise going disastrously because, as we showed you on earlier shows, she had that debate performance where she basically said, except there was awkward pauses of 10 seconds or so in between the and then afterwards, when asked about her comments on beheadings, she ran away from reporters. Now she's finally come out on this issue of beheadings and has a quote for us because she didn't address it when her opponent addressed it in the debate. She ran away from it. When the reporters asked her, she ran away from it. But here's our new statement finally clearing the air. Are there beheadings in Arizona that she alluded to? Quote, that was an error if I said that. I misspoke, but let me be clear. I am concerned about the border region because it continues to be reported in Mexico that there's a lot of violence going on, and we don't want that going into Arizona. Now, she says, as you heard there, that was an error if I said that. But that's not a question. We know you said it. We have it on tape. Let's watch.
It's a good bill, and it's another tool for us to be able to use in order to get our borders under control. We cannot afford all this illegal immigration and everything that comes with it, everything from the crime and to the drugs and the kidnappings and the extortion and the beheadings and the fact that people can't feel safe in their communities. It's wrong. It's wrong.
Which beheadings in Arizona were you referring to?
Oh, our law enforcement agencies have found bodies in the desert, either buried or just lying out there that have been beheaded.
Please answer the question.
About the headless bodies. Why won't you recant that? Do you still believe that? Come on, Governor.
Okay, thank you.
Governor, what do you think?
Get. And there she goes, running away. I love when she runs away. All right, now, so did she say that there were beheadings before? I mean, come on. Okay, so totally guilty, right? Now, her excuse is, look, there's beheadings among the Mexican cartels on the Mexican side of the border. That's what I was loosely referring to, but it turns out, of course, when you ask the local cops, the state cops, the coroners, there have been no beheadings on the Arizona side. So she says I was referring to the Mexican cartels. I misspoke. We have a shocking TYT decision. Not guilty. Not guilty on the substance. You know why? Because there are beheadings in Mexico. And it is because of the drug cartels. And she's worried about that coming over the border. Now, she said it already came over the border, so she stated it wrong, and then she stuck with it for so long for no damn reason. She should have just came out on the first day and said, oh, I meant the beheadings in Mexico, and I'm worried about it, right? But so why am I saying not guilty? Look, I know she screwed it up in 800 different ways, but it's not like there are no beheadings from the drug cartels. It's not like you shouldn't be concerned about violence coming over the border. Now, how you address that is a point of disagreement that I have with Governor Brewer, but I don't think that should decide whether you vote for her for governor or not based on what she meant, which side of the border the beheadings were on. Not guilty. J.R. Jackson.
It makes sense if you do the one thing that doesn't make any sense, which is believe what she says. There's no way that she actually thought that she was talking about the beheadings that happened on the Mexican side, even though it's not at the border. She specifically said it's happening here because they already got us. They've already infiltrated. Those damn Mexicans are coming. They're cutting people's heads off. It wasn't no mistake.
No, I hear you, JR. On that count, I don't know if that's part of the first count or if that's a separate second count, but I vote guilty on that too. All I'm saying is, really, what difference does it make? I mean, does that affect how you vote for her for governor? I mean, her vote on the immigration law, that affects how I vote for her for a governor. And I see where you're coming at it from, Justice Jackson. Okay, you're saying, look, she's trying to scare people about the scary Mexicans coming over the border. But on the other hand, there are beheadings in Mexico. Those drug cartels are scary. Some do come over the border. Now, how we address that is an interesting issue. But I wouldn't vote one way or another based on that statement on whether I want her as governor or not. That's why I'm saying not guilty. It's an interesting point. Now we let the people of Arizona, out of the goodness of our hearts, we let the people of Arizona decide and let them vote and decide who they want as governor. Are we not merciful? Are we not reasonable?